What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. Today I am filming for the first time in like a month because I have been like in the wars lately with my pain and all the other bullshit that is coming across in my life right now. And I recently purchased, this is the first palette I've purchased in a long, actually that's a lie. I'm lying. But this is the Stone Cold Fox palette from ColourPop. Yes, that brand. I saw a picture of this and they were having the 25% off sale and I was lusting after, I was like salivating after this palette. This is what it looks like right here. It's a beautiful neutral cool tone palette and I love cool tone shadows, and I'm so excited that they came out with a cool tone palette like this big of a cool tone palette, because I've just been it feels like there's something about cool tone palettes that's lacking in the industry right now, and I don't know if it's like a trend type thing or if it's a time of year type thing or what. But I always find myself kind of like leaning towards cooler tone palettes. I've always loved cooler tone palettes and cooler tone colors. And so when I saw this come up, I was like, okay, I can't buy this. I can't buy this. I'm on a no buy. I can't buy this. And then there was the 25% off sale. And I couldn't stop myself from doing it. And my husband was like, look, we haven't done this in a while. Treat yourself. It'll be fine. So I got it and I'm very excited to actually use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump straight into it. I'm not going to do swatches or anything like that because one, I don't want to wreck my palette. And two, I don't really feel like, what am I trying to say? I don't really feel like arm swatches or hand swatches really do that much. And there's 30 shades in here, and that the video would be like an hour and a half long. Oh no. My makeup wipes dried out. That's how long since I've been in my room that I didn't even realize that my makeup wipes were open and now they're ruined. I think I might try and do 2 different looks with this palette. It's not going to be hard. There's like I said, there's 30 shades in here. So there is a ton to work with. So I'm just going in with my MAC Pro Longwear paint pot. In the color Painterly, and I'm just putting a light layer of that on my eyelid. So I'm going to do one look on one eye and another look on the other eye, obviously, because, you know, what am I going to do? A look on my cheek? Oh, that could be fun. I could like draw a face on my cheek and then do my eyes on there. Like, oh, like what's her face? Jamie French did that. She did the tiny face challenge, but she did it the opposite way. That was freaky. That video was so freaky. Freaky. So what have you guys been up to? What's been happening in your life besides the amazing election results? I'm so very happy about that. Very, very, very happy about the election. I took a break off Twitter because I was like, I can't handle this anxiety right now. Like, I've got too much going on in my personal life. Can't deal with this. And so I just shut off Twitter for like 48 hours. Oh, and it's spring here, and spring is like in full effect. We've had like rain nonstop for a couple of weeks almost. I don't want to say nonstop because that's not true, but we've had a ton of rain. And so everything's in bloom, and my nose is just itchy, and my eyes are like watery, and it's a whole thing, okay? All right, so first things first, there's a couple shades in here that I'm really, really keen to try. The first shade I'm going to go in with is Enigma, which is this, this palette is really tight, so I can barely get a good grip on it. So Enigma is this shade right here. And I'm trying really hard to I should have worked this palette a little bit back and forth before I started. But I'm going to use this as a transition shade. That is pretty near to my skin tone, actually. So that's kind of cool. Okay, like there's a very small wash of color. The next color I'm going to go in with is, let's see. I think I'm going to try this gray, this rumor mill color. So I think what I actually will do before that is I'll go in with Bold Type, which is this color here, which is this really pretty taupe taupey gray color. So I'm going to take Bold Type. There is a little bit of kickback in the pan, but it's powder, and I'm using, it's a lightly pressed powder, and I'm using quite a stiff brush, so I'm not at all concerned about it. So what I might actually do is do a daytime versus nighttime look, because I feel like this color can play really well with either. Like, I mean, honestly, you can just kind of go out like this and just call it a day. So I think I might do the nighttime look on this side and do the daytime look on the other side, which I'm thinking is probably going to be pretty simple, but who knows? You kind of go where the makeup takes you. That's a really pretty freaking shade. Really pretty shade. Post nasal drip is real, and it is driving me up a wall. Okay, the next shade I'm going to go in with is, I think I'm going to try Rumor Mill, which is this one right in the big fat middle of everything. This one here. Whoop, that one right there. And I'm going to take that on a ColourPop brush. So the brushes that I've used so far are my E2, which was for my transition shade. Then I used a BH Studio Pro palette number 8, and this is an E1 from ColourPop. I need to get better about like saying the brushes that I'm using, but sometimes I can't be bothered. I just kind of go into it and just do my thing, but that means I'm not a very good YouTuber, but I never claimed to be, so, you know, there's that. That's a really pretty gray. That's a really pretty gray. I keep having to clear my throat, and it's driving me mad. I think my eyeshadow base is drying out. Or it could be, I don't think it's the eyeshadows, because I've used enough ColourPop shadows in the past that I kind of have a pretty good idea of how they perform. So I don't know, I honestly think it's the eyeshadow primer, because it was really dry in the pot when I was putting it on my eye. I'm going to do like a little faux spotlight halo eye, I think. I'm totally covering up my face. See, this is how long it's been since I've done a YouTube video that I can't even remember my angles. Oh, that's a pretty color. That's a flippin' pretty color. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to use Magnetic Moon in the middle, and I've left a good enough spot. So Magic Moon is the one that's right above Rumor Mill, so it's this really pretty, you can't even tell that it's a silver. And I'm going to use my finger for that. That is like tin foil. That looks like aluminum foil. That is cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, my ham and cheese sandwich. Mate, that shade is stunning. That was no glitter glue, a dried out primer. Okay, I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I lied, clearly. Can you... Oh my... Fucking hell, that is stunning. That is absolutely stunning. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with my E1, and I'm going to go into the color Rock Bottom. I just kind of want to deepen up the outer corner, so it's that jet black. But if I look, it looks like it's got just like the tiniest hint of sparkle to it. So I think it's more of a satin than it is a pure matte. But I'm just going to marry those colors together. I'm taking the smallest little amount. You still can't see my face because I'm such a good YouTuber. Oh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. Oh, in love with that. Like, can't tell me nothing. All right. So that's it for this eye for now. I need to be warming up my foundation. It's still kind of cold here, so everything in my beauty room is actually quite nice, but my makeup itself, like, I can tell it's really cold. So I just want to warm up my foundation betwixt my thighs. I'm wearing pants and underwear, I promise. Not going to show you because I'm a fat ass and I don't feel like doing that. But anyway. Okay. So for this eye, I'm going to focus on more of this side of the palette rather than this side. So I kind of want to split it in half. And so I'm going to be using this side. Can you see that better? There we go. This side. So pretty. Ugh, love this palette already. Already love this palette. The color I'm going to go in with is I want to play with these like pinky colors here. So I'm going to go in with, actually, like this whole palette's nicely kind of interspersed with things. I think the color I'm going to go in with first is, I'm going to go in with Stone Age, which is this really pretty pinky color, like a deep dusty rose color. And I'm taking that on an E2, which for some reason the handle is extremely disgusting looking. Ooh. And I'm just going to run this. Now this is going to be my simple everyday kind of, but then again, makeup is very subjective. So me saying this is my everyday kind of look means absolutely dick. Holding back farther on my brush like Robert has shown me. I've been digging the shit out of Robert Welsh's channel lately. Like, I have to say, he's taught me so many things. Like, two of the major ones. Like, I've always known to kind of, like, not choke up on your brush. But it's kind of handy to have a professional be like, don't do that. And you'd be like, oh, my bad. But the other one is not going absolutely insane with the concealer, which I always found kind of like, why would you pack on a whole ton of concealer if you're trying not to make your under eyes look crepey? So that never made sense to me. But, you know, having a professional makeup artist be like, you don't need that much. Like, you really don't need that much. And honestly, my under eyes, since starting YouTube, have never looked better. Never. That is a beautiful dusty rose color. Beautiful color. Oh, I like that a whole lot. It's very simple. And you know what? Just, if you're going for a no makeup look, that color is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is on another floofy ended brush, if you will. I also just woke up from a nap, so I'm feeling very energized at the moment. I'm going to go in with Gravity Hill, which is this shade just beneath Stone Age. So that one right there. And it's just like a hint more like tan. And I'm just going to kind of deepen up that crease area. And this is a Morphe M200. Very soft, very subtle. Not a whole lot of like vava oomph, vava boom oomph, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying even. Alright, now I think I'm going to go in with, I want to kind of keep it soft. So I think I'm going to take the shade, I said I was going to focus on this side of the palette, but I'm going to dip into this side and go in with For Granite, which is, can you see that? I'm going to go in with For Granite. I love that. I think if I ever heard somebody say, take it for granite, I'd lose my shit. But yeah, I just think that's so funny. Anyway, this is going to be on a Morphe M209, which is like a paddle brush almost. So I'm just taking, oh, that's a lot of kick up in the pan for that shade. And I'm just going to take that and dust it over the lid. See, that's very close to my skin shade, my skin tone as well. And that's actually pulling quite dark, which is not what I was going for. So I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to go into, that's actually pulling quite dark. So it looks a little wonky on the inside corner of my eye. I'm going to take the color, I'm going to take So Fine, which is this top shimmer here. And I've just like wiped the brush off. And I'm just going to take that. That one again might benefit from a finger application. And I'm just taking that all over the lid. Yeah, I think this one's going to work better with the finger application as well. So, oh yeah, heaps better. I don't know why I'm sitting here with my mouth open like a guppy. It helps me put my makeup on. It helps me concentrate better. Oh, these foil shades are stunning. Really, really pretty. And I'll show you what that one looks like on the back of my hand as well. It's this beautiful blushing pink. Like that 90s Gwyneth Paltrow Oscars dress. It's that beautiful blushing pink shade that's just really pretty. Very soft, very subtle. Okay, I think I'm gonna take Gravity Hill again, and I'm gonna try and, actually, I'm gonna take, I wanted this to be daytime, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, I'm leaving it. Alright, I'm going to quickly do my face off camera, finish the bottom lashes, and then I will give you my opinions on the palette thus far. I'm going to be doing more looks with this palette because obviously there's a ton of different colors that I still haven't used yet. But so far, you know, it's pretty good. So, going to quickly do my face off camera, and then I'll come right back. Oh, something I want to say real quick while I'm using my primer is that I'm using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, which if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know is like my all-time favorite aside from the Tatcha primer. Is that I had like no fallout under my eyes, like none at all, which given that I used a couple of shimmers in there, I'm really surprised by that, but pleasantly surprised. Okay, now I don't have this weird shadow on my face because I fixed my softbox because I wasn't thinking about it and didn't put it in the right spot. Okay, I decided I'm going to go in with two different blushes as well. So I've gone in with my Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette. And I'm going with the color Spacey on this side because this is more of a sultry, dark kind of color. And then on the other side, I'm going to go with, so Spacey is this color here. And then I'm going to take, I think I might go in with, just trying to think of which would look the more demure. I might go in with Stargaze, which is this one here in the middle. But I'm just going to go very lightly handed on that. Not that you want to go heavy handed with blush anyway, but these look just barely tapped, and that's just so much pigment. Tapping off most of it and just brushing. That's pretty. That's pretty. I don't think I've used Stargaze yet. I think this is the first time dipping into that pan. And I like it. I like it a lot. See, it's just very demure, very, you know, nice, just like little flush of color. Whereas Spacey is more, is a deeper, richer color. So yeah, that's my face makeup done. Just need to do my eyebrows. So I'm going to do that. And see, I even went with a daintier brow versus, you know, a more filled in, sculpted looking brow. So yeah, just kind of living the fantasy, the half and half fantasy. Whatever the fuck that means. Okay. So, alright, so I've been going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to do a wing liner on this eye because I think it would be absolutely stunning, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna kind of mirror this, what do you call it, the look that I was doing on the top, but I'm gonna take a smaller brush to do it. And I'm just gonna use the same exact brush for all three. So I'm gonna go back into Rumor Mill, which is that gray. Actually, no, I'd lie. I'm gonna take Rock Bottom, and I'm going to use that on the inner and outer corner of my lash line. This is a BH Cosmetics number 10 brush. It's a pencil brush. And then I'm going to take Rock Bottom, and I'm going to use that to buff out Rock Bottom, which isn't exactly working out how I wanted it to. Awesome. Kind of dragging what I've got left up onto my top lid. That looks bizarre, like that. And then I'm going to take, with my finger, Magnetic Moon, which is that silver. Oh, shit. I just tried that. Oh, well. We're just going to go for it. It's completely like, yeah. My fingernails are really long, and it's been a minute since I've done makeup. So, there we go. We're going to blame it on that. I'm going to try and dust some of that away, which did absolutely nothing, which is awesome. Love that journey for me. And so, yeah. I did a thing, and it's just gonna be that way. That's really pretty though. kind of pretty, right? Right. This is the 24/7 Locket, or not Locket, Waterline eyeliner from Urban Decay. I used to exclusively use MAC for my waterline colors because their formula would sometimes bunch up on me, but it was never like really bad. And since finding out about Urban Decay, like I'd honestly never heard of Urban Decay before I moved here and started like watching YouTube. I don't think I've ever heard of them before. But yeah, I am so glad I found that freaking eyeliner. So glad, because it has seriously saved my waterline game. I know that sounds really fucking dramatic. Really dramatic. Not necessary, Alexis. Not necessary. Alright. Now, I need to find a smaller brush. Here we are. This is the Morphe R41. So I'm going to take Stone Age. No, I'm going to take Gravity Hill. Oh, actually, I'm going to take Fickle Fate, which is this, because I'm trying to use as many colors as I can in this one. So I'm going to take Fickle Fate, which is that little brown there, and I'm going to use that to kind of like in my lash line on the bottom, and maybe a teensy little bit on top. But I want this really, really soft, really soft. See, that's very soft and very subtle. It's not a whole lot, but there is a ton of kick up in the pan for that shadow. And then I'm just going to take it on the top and just run it along. See, mouth open like a guppy again. Oh yeah, very simple, very subtle, very pretty. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. Quickly gonna toss on, quickly gonna, I don't know why I did that way, but I'm quickly gonna toss on some mascara and then finish up the lips. And then I think I'm done. Highlighter maybe? Maybe do some highlighter? Yeah. Maybe some under the brow highlight. I haven't done it under the, I'll do that now. I will do that now. So on this eye, I'm going to take the color, and it's a matte shade. So I'm going to take the color Luxe. Ooh, right after I bash myself in the face with it. I'm going to take the color Luxe, with just this bone color. And I'm just going to run that under the brow bone. I'm not even going to bother with an inner corner highlight on this one because the shimmer shade is just that pretty. And then on the other side, I'm going to take Dreamful, which is this stunning white that's just super duper, looks really, really pretty and shimmery in the pan. I'll swatch it on the back of my hand. I know I said I wasn't going to do swatches, and then look at me, I'm doing swatches. I hope this shows up. So it's it's this one here. But oh, you can't even see the sparkles in it, which is a shame because it's very pretty. Oh, look at that. Ooh, beach. The shimmer in that is nice. Is nice. I think I'm also going to take on this eye a brown eyeliner because I kind of feel like it needs just a little bit of something. I could even take a nude liner. Just trying to see in the camera. I'm going to go brown. This is the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in the color Spice. This is a very red brown. It's not typically a brown that I would go for, but it pulls very red. But I thought it would pair really nicely with this look. So that's that. Now lips. What am I going to do with my lips? I can't do a half and half lip. I can't do it. I could do a nude. Oh, I forgot. I got lip liners from ColourPop as well. This one's Obvi, so I think that one would be pretty. Oh Snap, which is this one here, which would be stunning with this eye. And then I got Bumble, which is this one. So I think I might actually go with Obvi. I think I'm going to go with Obvi, which was my first choice, so I'm going to go with it. And this is my first lip liner from ColourPop. I like it. I like it. Alright, I'm going to go in with my Flower Beauty Mix and Matte Duo in the color Nude Honey, or Honey Nude. That's a pretty color combination. I don't care what you say. That is pretty. And then I'm going to go just over the middle with the gloss on the other side, just to give it a little bit of va-va-voom. So basically that's it. So I've got my 2 looks, 1 palette. I've got a nice sultry nighttime look and a very sweet demure daytime look for if you don't want to like go crazy ham on all the things shiny. This is the Stone Cold Fox. I've used, let me see, how many shades have I used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for sure. 6. I can't even tell which ones I've gone into. I think I've used like, there's 30 shades in here. There's no way I'm going to use 30 shades on my face. But I used a lot of these. Now, my hands are dirty and now so is my palette. So that's a bit annoying, but shit happens. So this is the Stone Cold Fox palette again. I really like this so far. I was able to achieve 2 looks relatively quickly and easily. I really like the smoky, sultry side, but I also really like the demure side. For if I'm just going, you know, if I feel like putting on makeup and I feel like going to the shops and, you know, I just want something, I don't want full glam, I don't need full glam just to go to the shops, you know, I think that this is a really pretty look. I really like this a lot. Equally love the dramatic, very sultry, very rare kind of thing. I love. So all in all, pretty impressed with the palette. I'm really excited that I bought it. So a huge thank you to my husband for making it possible for me to live out my fantasies. But no, seriously, in all seriousness, like super huge thank you. And I really hope you guys like this video. If you did, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!